folks, we're back with another episode of The Wave Lane. Today we have on the channel Devin Hampton over here. If you want to give a little brief introduction.
I'm a business major at Oakland. Kind of still figuring out what exact major I want to go into, but I have a couple of products I'm working on, developing with a couple of businesses to kind of just work on with my degree to hopefully use what I learned also in the real world.
All right, and then we also got Joe Rechsteiner again.
I'm back again. Joe Rechsteiner, mechanical engineer at Kettering.
I mean, I think we already knew that, Joe. All right, well, let's just jump right on into it. So Devin is an entrepreneur. He's trying to invent a new thing for potential use in the future. And it's pretty cool, and he's going to talk about it real quick.
What it is kind of, it's called a gas bag. What that is a gas can which can fold up into a small square and has replaceable inner linings. So basically like a bag inside, you can take all the gas remnants and all the gas vapors out of it. So basically it adds the safety aspect and the compactability aspect to a gas can. It's basically a gas can you can carry in your trunk without any safety hazards or any space constraints.
He sounds like he's been practicing that one.
You got to.
That was solid.
I mean, I know plenty of people, they get those brand new cars and like you see a Corvette on the side of the highway without gas.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like,
bro.
you're going to spend that much money on a brand new car without gas.
It's honestly an essential. Like, I mean, I know I've told you before, like, if you can figure out how to get it in cars, like in emergency kits and stuff like that,
For sure.
I think it's something that everybody should have for sure.
Yeah, because those regular gas cans take up way too much space, and you're not trying to just carry that all the way there.
Mm-hmm.
Nice little compact, easy to use.
Yeah,
safe.
for sure. And you get the regular gas cans too. They have that smell aspect too. I just hate like, I mean, having that smell of gas in your car, that's like, that's trash.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, also, so with you being like an entrepreneur, and I know that you balance school and occasionally working, what are your techniques doing that, like, so that you can have good time management?
I guess, so for me especially, I said, I'm going to dedicate my college and my 20s completely to grind mode.
Mm-hmm.
So when I say grind mode, that means I'm waking up early before everybody else. So I'm waking up, I'm studying for my classes or whatever. Then when I have like an intermission or a break, I'm watching like the Shark Tank to relax.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, it's not, every single day I look at like what I can do to get better than the day before.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's mostly what it is. You can't compare yourself to others. Like, say somebody else is constantly, you know, making new innovations, making a new product or something like that. They did it at 18 instead of me being 19.
Yeah.
I can only compare myself to the person I was yesterday.
Yeah.
Basically like that.
And
So
just
it's-
surround yourself with that type of, like, even watching Shark Tank, you can get good information off that, see their techniques and stuff like that.
So do you think it's more just like self-motivation, or is there other motivation? Like,
It's very, and what I did and what I think everybody should do is write down what you want your legacy to be. So every single day, I look at what I want my legacy to be. I think of like, what can I do today to get closer to what I want to be in the end goal? You know what I mean? That kind of helps me
wake up
formulate.
in the morning, and do you just like take time to think about that?
No, I really have like a little, like, I guess kind of like a little, it's on my journal first off, then it's like a quote on top of it, and it says, every single day, this is a promise to Devin, to say that you have to do everything you can in your power to get to where you want to be. And it's
Really?
like, I mean, it's more detail into it, but it's when you have that goal, it's kind of like, okay, what am I doing today to get to that goal? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you have like a lot of deadlines too when you, like, with this?
I mean, I kind of started, at first, it was kind of just like getting everything in concept, but now I'm starting to be like, okay, like October, I need to have the product in hand, or I need to have like a 3D rendering, or like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can kind of just stay on track and not just constantly being, because most products that people create just kind of stay in their minds. You know what I mean? They stop at the development phase and it's over.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to make sure I get past that initial
I feel like you kind of take the approach, which I think is a great approach to take, actually, like the type of person that grinds today because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, and you're trying to grind so that tomorrow's a better day, a step higher.
I feel that for sure. I mean, what really made me understand this and live this is, I guess, understanding that you could die tomorrow. Like literally, like everything you work for, if you just put aside something for tomorrow and the next day, or say, I'll eventually get to it, you may never get to it.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen. I can mess around and not walk again, or get in an accident, or maybe brain dead or something like that. Especially with the gas bag, it's kind of because the market of actual like gas cars is going down.
Oh yeah.
Gas stations are actually at a decrease.
Mm-hmm.
So when you look at that, it's like I don't really got a lot of time to waste. You know what I mean?
Like, I want to get to it before it goes away.
For real.
Yeah.
I mean, the problem with like people going electric cars is there's always going to be those people who want to hear the roar of the engine and stuff like that and want to have that gas car. So I don't feel like it would ever go away. Unless we were forced to have it go away, like they made some law or something.
I mean, when you look at, that actually could be happening. Like, you know what I'm saying? With everything around the
Pollution and everything.
But what you want to do in the business is you want the biggest market possible. So when I say I want to market to all people that own cars, when it's like electric cars or a percentage of that cars, my market is cut in like 10% or 20% or whatever that, you know what I'm saying? So it kind of is the biggest, broadest market so you can make the biggest, sales.
I mean, shoot, if you start taking off and then like you realize that the market is going down because more people are just buying electric cars and stuff, you could, I don't know if it's even possible, but if there was a way to get like a battery in a car, like an emergency battery or something, just to give your car a little bit of a charge.
Yeah, I feel like that's, even though I'm talking to a lot of people, I feel like that's the next, aspect if I was to stay in this business. Because, you know what I'm saying, I feel like this is kind of like an intro business, you know what I'm saying, to have like a broader, I want to have like my business, I want to have like a social impact, to actually have a great impact on people, the environment, and the customers all around. You know what I mean?
Do you have any ideas of what you might want to do?
Honestly, I have no I have plenty of ideas, but no idea what it actually may be. You know what I mean? Because there's so many possibilities, so many things, so many different markets that could possibly fail in the next year or so. You know what I mean?
It's good to stay always innovating, because you never, like you said, you never know if it could go away. So I'm sure you got other ideas in the bag that you're gonna pull out soon here too.
Oh, yeah.
On top of that gas thing.
My first idea, my first major business idea, I was like, this is gonna make some money, was an ATM at the Grand Lake High School.
Oh, really?
I figured we had to pay straight cash for lunches, field trips when we get some cash last second. This would be perfect, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Instead of having to have your mom come up and bring you $10.
Yeah, you just have it there. Yeah. And obviously it'd be a low rate.
Can you come my field trip?
Bro, that always happens, you know what I'm saying? You can't go out, you grab my cat, something like that.
Yeah.
Or you gotta go on a field trip at the last minute. Bro, I'm trying to tell you, that was shit off.
Yeah.
So, and I figure 2,000 some kids or some more, even more than that, this would be a huge market. Yeah. But what I learned from that is that you have to be able to first of all, diversify your funds, so if something happens to one of your streams of income, you have to be able to have different ones. Because say I actually would have went through it and had set up everything, I would have just been messed up. The COVID would have hit and I would have just been making no money over there. But you kind of have to learn to adapt, that's for sure. You know what I'm saying? So if this doesn't work out, I have to go to this. It's okay, I understand. You know what I mean?
Did you just never get to that project, the first idea that you had, or did you just realize right away that it wasn't a good idea?
No, what happened was I was literally the COVID hit at almost the exact time I got the funding for it. I was saving up like crazy. I literally was I would go to work, go home. I would go to the different stores and stuff. So I used to do reselling thrift shops, stuff like that. And I would go and make extra income to live off of, and I would save my work checks. So I was literally grinding 24/7. You know what I'm saying? I was I want to get to this. It was $3,000 for the ATM to get everything with, from the actual machine to the I guess they have to have the actual network to the cards and stuff. I had everything set up, and then COVID hit. So I can't. And if something happen like that, you have to understand. Sometimes it's not meant to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You might be able to. Nobody's going to school anymore, so just be sitting there. You'd have to relocate that.
That was the most tragic thing ever, bro. like saving up money for like 3 or 4 months just to be like, all right, it's over. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Were you just like going to thrift shops, buying it, and then like fixing stuff up or reselling it? Or?
See, it's like I learned this from Gary Vee. He's like a famous entrepreneur.
Oh yeah, I see him.
And what he does is you go to like garage sales and stuff like that, and he literally looks on eBay. You see what's sold, when it's sold, how often it's sold, to see, okay, should I buy this? And is it going to sell rapidly? If it's not going to sell,
yeah.
And it's like you can literally make. I mean, I would have a couple thousand in revenue. That's not saying profit, but revenue. You know what I'm saying?
How much, like, profit-wise, would you say? Like, is it big money?
I was only making
that every day. You can get some good money.
Yeah, but I was still doing this, like, before I got out of school and then I went to work, I was doing that little gap right there. Yeah. And I was still making, like, I gotta say profit. I was only making, like, every month, I would say around 200 profit. But you have to think about it. 200 profit, bro, like, you know, it's like 200 a month. You have to do the math, that's like 12.
Yeah.
That's like, I don't know. Who's the math guy? 2,400. You wouldn't have had. yeah. Ask the engineer. Yeah, you know.
I had to pull that out real quick.
But like, you think about it, that's 2,400 you wouldn't have had before.
Yeah.
That would have just been sitting in that thrift store where you would have never. You know what I'm saying? It's so many different ways and facets to make money that you just have to find your avenue.
Well, I mean, there's also a lot of those people that like sell shoes and like or Supreme clothing and stuff like that. Yeah. And I don't know, like I've never really done anything like that, so I don't know how much profit they're making. But I mean, it looks like a lot of them are making pretty good dough.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
Like if you do it, like I don't know what the word is, but like just. If you just do it for your main job every day.
Yeah, I pulled out a couple jerseys that I had. It was like a Michigan one that was signed by Denard Robinson. Like I didn't know how much that was worth, and I sold it for $200
really?
On eBay. Yeah, but they hit you with a fee afterwards after you spend all your money.
Joe got the money, he spent it the next day,
and then I get the fee.
Yeah, it's like a small, but it's pretty. I mean, you think about it because what eBay does is give you like the platform to reach out to millions of people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And with that is like, okay, I guess I get paid a little 0.5%. You know what I mean?
I was just mad because that was the only thing I was selling. Like
I know
other stuff, and I'm like, that's not a big deal.
You gotta pay a monthly fee every single month. If you don't sell anything, sometimes.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. I mean, I have stuff listed and stuff, but that's great.
Are you still doing that, or?
I kind of calmed down. Like, I still have a little bit of inventory. So, like, whenever I just sold like 2 things over the last 2 weeks or so. You know what I'm saying? I still have like a little remaining inventory that I sell off like every now and then.
What do you usually buy at those type of things?
It literally varies. Like, I bought anything from the first everything I bought was a Microsoft trackball mouse. It was $299 at the thrift store, right? So, you know, I'm looking on eBay. I'm like, you know, this is when I'm just starting off. So I'm looking up everything. I'm going to the store, I'm analyzing everything, looking up everything I think is interesting or, you know what I'm saying, sticks out to me. So I look it up. It's for $299 right here. And then it's listed for like $70 to $90 on eBay.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. So I look at them like, are they used? They're like, okay, they're used. So does it work? So I go test it out, go to the front, test it out, and it works. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go home. You know, at first I'm still kind of learning the game a little bit, and I sell it for like $70.
Really?
So like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you take that any day, man.
So after that, I'm like hooked, and you start to look at like everything from like I've sold printers, mouses to a wooden clock. I don't know, like a kid's jersey, like shoes. Like you just have to look for something that's like. I don't really go into. I'm starting to get away from clothes. I got a lot away from clothes because it's kind of they sit for a little bit longer time. But you still find your niche. Some people like only look for like clothes or only look for electronics.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You gotta find your own niche.
Yeah, that way you got other stuff when it gets slow.
For sure.
Yeah, those mouses, man. The new gamer ones are like $200 at least just to click on the.
I was surprised, bro. Like I didn't know they were paying that much.
But I mean, that's why I always get no scope by those Fortnite guys on PC.
You play
Fortnite on PC? No, I don't play it on PC. But I'm saying you know when somebody's a PC player, they're building like. It's just crazy.
So Devin, for somebody starting off in this business, what would you say is the first step to, like, step number one to get to the goal?
I would say not necessarily lose your fear, but embrace it. I feel like the number one reason why people like have this idea or this business or this thing they want to do in life in general, I'm not saying to start a business or whatever you want to do in life, is because of fear. Fear of how people will look at you, fear of what you will look like selling it, fear of failure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you take away that fear and you just understand that, hey, I can't have this thing that's gonna be hanging over my head that I wish I would have done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to be like, okay, I might fail. I may look stupid, but I'm gonna take that risk to get to that goal. That goal is worth that. You know what I'm saying? And then that goal is to be the best dancer in your class, or
It applies to literally everything.
literally everything. And I feel like that one, like, I'm scared to look stupid. I'm scared to fail.
Because I feel like everybody has that one thing that's
For sure.
like controversial, whether or not people, like, you really want to do it, but you don't know, like, if people will like it and stuff like that. They always want to do it maybe on the side, like, I don't know, maybe one day, but like, you just gotta jump after it.
For sure.
Just do it.
Hey, have you ever thought about being an inspirational speaker?
Bro, nah. I get it a lot. I mean, I'm like, not this from like random people I speak to or whatever.
Yeah.
But the main reason I feel like I would never be an inspirational speaker is because sometimes it doesn't matter what you say to somebody, or if you say it 1,000 times, they can only understand it from what they go through.
Yeah.
Like, and it's so hard to be like, bro, like, I see your problem. I see what you have to do.
Yeah,
Or,
there's
like,
a lot of those like TikTok motivational speaker guys
Yeah.
that are just full of it, man.
For sure.
And but you can just see right through it usually. Like, you can just tell he's fake.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like most people, I don't know if people would care about other people as much as I do.
Yeah.
Like, when I genuinely see somebody on the street, and I'll be like, oh, like, and I'll talk to them, have a real conversation, I'll be like, I genuinely want the best for this person.
Yeah.
I don't know where that comes from. Is it everybody or what? But I genuinely feel that. You know what I mean?
I mean, I like want the best for the people that are like living on the streets and stuff like that. But also, like, I don't give that much sympathy for it necessarily, because like you're trying to get like money off of people on the streets, but like you're telling me that you can't put that energy into going and getting a job at like McDonald's or something, at least getting some money. Because you could probably make more money at McDonald's than on the streets.
But you have to. I mean, I have the same mindset that no matter what variables I face in life, I'm going to succeed.
Yeah.
But in the same breath, I will have to say that there are variables in life that can for sure set you back. Like not having somewhere an address to put for a job to send you your or a banking account, or you know what I'm saying. And you have to think about like it's the deeper meaning behind this stuff. Like, I'm sure they would want a job, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but there's so many things that are stopping them. Like, they don't have the phone number to somebody to call, or you know what I mean?
Yeah. But I mean, like you saying, like you don't think somebody could walk into McDonald's and be like, "Hey, can I get a job application?"
Yeah. I mean, you have to think about it.
Sometimes
And
you
then
just have to have
open
a
up
bank
to
account though, like to do that stuff.
You gotta have clothes or like look clean, or you know what I
You
mean?
always see those YouTubers like helping out people. I mean, sometimes all they need is that jump start, or just to see somebody else like that. But I don't know. They just gotta get out of the trenches of that, you know. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it's hard though. I mean, especially I think we've all grown up having like that support system. You know what I'm
so
saying?
we don't know it
Yeah,
exactly.
we can't relate to somebody who doesn't have any. Like, imagine we were thrown into where we're at right now with no family, no support. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a couple $1,000 in debt from school or whatever like that. You know, it's hard.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I guess that is a good point. Like, I never really thought about it as like the whole like bank account thing, or not having clothes.
But like I said though, I mean, I think
there's a lot of people out there that like are just lazy though.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I say this because I've looked at multiple perspectives. Like, I've looked through different lenses. I like to look at people like, you know, as much as this like problem, say I won't be able to eat or something like that, or I don't have the food to eat. That problem right there may be of the same significance to some rich guy who owns a Porsche, but he couldn't get the exhaust, so he couldn't fit in with all his friends.
Yeah.
That's completely, in my mind, that's like, oh, what the heck? But it may be at the same level of like problem and stress and anxiety to that guy as it is to me. You know what I mean? So I mean, I look at, they make excuses and stuff, but what are they like? What is the deeper meaning behind it?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I ask that a lot.
I think that's a good way to think too. I know you're bringing some very crazy ideas up right here. I'm like rethinking my whole life.
Is that how I truly think?
Here's another perspective.
Yeah, for sure.
You're about to sell that printer right there, or are you using that one?
No, I'm using that one. All the printers I sell, I guess it's their like high. I sell printers for like 70 or 80, and I buy them for like 14.
Oh yeah.
So I guess thrift shops don't know what they have, and they all have like 3 ink cartridges that you have to have fulfilled, or like some type of like weird thing that you have to pay extra for. So I just sell those. I have like 2 printers in my closet.
Really?
But I had to buy a new one.
Put
So it
them
was
out
like,
on the street with the for sale sign.
yeah, they got like 4 or 5 inks. Like, I'm not about to buy 5 inks. It's like, he's not, yeah, I have to bring.
Dude, the worst is like, I feel like my printer's always out of ink, man.
You're trying to print something in color for like a presentation, and like, you're kidding me.
I mean, it's much paper. It's like 2,500 sheets of paper, bro. Like, I don't know. That's gonna last me all the way throughout college, I think.
You think?
Oh, you'd have to be writing one word on a page for the rest of your life to get through that.
Bro, the printer doesn't print double-sided though, so.
Did you buy that from Dunder Mifflin paper? Do you know the office?
No, I don't watch Office.
Oh, you never watched this?
I watched it, but I'm not like a faithful watcher. You know, I only watch when I came over to school.
Oh, really? What do you be watching nowadays, man?
Wait, Rick and Morty. Let me see.
Rick and Morty's always a classic.
Yeah, but I gotta watch all the episodes a couple too many times, so it's like, so I just really watch Shark Tank, and that's about it.
Really? I mean,
that stuff is pretty interesting.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty.
And when you see the people with the ridiculous sales pitches that get thrown out,
Yeah,
they're just flaming them. They're like, your idea sucks, you're stupid, get out of here.
dude, that's like the Gordon Ramsay, like Nightmare Kitchen or whatever. He was just talking so much shit.
Oh, yeah.
I seen one of those videos today. He was like on TikTok roasting somebody.
Oh, yeah. I think
we just watched
that, yeah. Like, at first he was all like, oh, that's good. He's like, you're crazy. You're crazy.
Where's the carrots on the basil?
Did you melt the carrots down into a ball? Lucky I like the cooking shows, man. Like,
yeah, bro, I mean,
I watched the food truck one, like all those.
I randomly do watch them too, though. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why.
But like the thing is, I have to have food while I'm eating them, or else it's tough.
I think I'll be watching because I'm hungry.
I watch them just to watch them. I never learn a thing from them, though.
No, of course not.
Like, you know those ladies that would be watching it, like doing exactly what they're doing.
Yeah,
my mom used to be like that.
I should see
good
you
cook, though.
Yeah.
They call me Chef Dev, bro.
Chef Dev making a whole meal at like 11 o'clock.
You'll have to invent something to help you with that too.
No cap. Chef Dev's guide to cooking.
You just need to make a new
First,
button on the microwave that is defrost, that isn't like that doesn't already cook the chicken.
Chef Dev's guide to cooking. Get stuff with instructions in the box.
Throw them away. Yeah. Throw the instructions away, bro. You don't even need that. I'm trying to just gotta go with your gut. You know?
Spilling it all over the floor and stuff.
Yeah, that's a part of the whole process. I'm trying to tell you, because you have to spill like only 1/10 of the water.
Got the specifics down on that.
For real, bro.
Hey man, if it's not messy, it's not gonna taste
Bro,
good.
I asked Nate, bro. I think it was good. I think it hit the sun.
I ate the whole third thing, man.
We never like cooked half of it in the microwave. Like, I mean, it's like, it sounds bad, but I mean, it was
in the microwave.
We cooked it all the way through, like the whole time.
We were safe for you. We didn't have to put the thing in. We already knew it was good.
It was a little crispy. It was not gonna lie.
You said it was dry though, but hey.
It was a little bit, but I mean, it mix it with the potatoes. Starting to get hungry now, man.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah. Mix it up.
I'm being so bored. Like I feel like at first it was fun for like the first like month. It was like, all right, cool, make some food, we will make whatever I want. Then it's kind of become like a task, bro. Like, I don't feel like I have a
You just just intermittent fasting.
And then it's like, you know those jokes where it's like, you ask your mom for McDonald's, and she's like, we have McDonald's? We got food at home. Do you have McDonald's money?
And nowadays it's like, now I realize
Like, yeah.
we do have food at home.
We got something to drink at home, bro. I shouldn't buy that. I got something to drink at home, bro.
Just
So
get
it turns
like
my
the
parents.
burger and a meal instead of the drink. Like, I got Coke out. I don't need that.
That's weird. You don't have to do that stuff until you really like have to buy the groceries or like buy your own food.
For sure.
It's crazy the transition you see.
Do you be making some gourmet meals, like, or?
Bro, they be like, I can make. I mean, chicken's pretty universal. So I feel like if I can make chicken, I can learn like master chicken. I'll be straight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can make chicken Alfredo, chicken sandwich, chicken broccoli.
Chicken broccoli.
Bro, it's chicken, bro. I'll be straight.
It's good. It's chicken sandwich. That doesn't sound. Popeye's chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
I had one of those. That was so good.
Bro, I had
Popeyes or Chick-fil-A, man.
I'm still going with Popeyes. I had a bad experience with
Dude,
Chick-fil-A.
the spicy chicken sandwich at Chick-fil-A.
They both bangers, bro. You can't.
I
You can't really get. I mean, I don't know. There is Chick-fil-A is always gonna be Chick-fil-A, and then Popeyes is kind of like a newcomer. So it's like,
Kinda. I feel like they were just kind of like I don't know. I feel like this chicken sandwich kind of brought it back in business a little bit.
Popeyes, oh for sure. I think they diversified their clientele a lot too.
Well, I mean, like,
Yeah,
what used to be on their menu? I don't think I ever ate their chicken sandwich, dude. I'm
It
not
was
gonna
like
lie.
it used to be in the same category as like Long John Silver's. Like you just never ate there. Like I'd always see it on the side.
Yeah.
But I never thought to eat there.
I
They
mean,
come out with that.
that's a whole bunch of places like that. You think about it, like Long John's. I don't go to like Halo Burger. Like you have to go to those places like once every 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
See what they got, and then you're good.
Yeah, I'll be good for another 2.
Yeah.
I think I had a bad experience with Chick-fil-A just because I was probably eating something that was fish, but I didn't know it was fish. Thought it was chicken or something. I don't like fish.
They got fish at Chick-fil-A?
I don't think.
I don't know.
Bro, man, that chicken must have been funky though, man. If I thought it was fish, shoot, playing mind games.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I had a question.
It's
I
Chick-fil-A,
swear I
not
thought it was
fish-fillet.
And they might have fish. I wouldn't put it past them.
I don't know. I'm kind of stupid for that one, but
Have you had a question if it was fish or chicken? It was a bad experience, I guess.
Yeah. Chick-fil-A, step your game up.
Hit us with a sponsor trip, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my pleasure.
Yeah.
He said, "My pleasure."
Free food. What's that now?
Oh yeah.
For real. If you guys could get sponsored by one company, what would it be? Like a mine easy.
One company.
It'd probably have to be a food place, honestly.
I'm going
Yeah,
Nike,
I would
bro.
say
I mean,
so much
Nike.
Nike. I'm saying Jordan, but that's still Nike. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. I don't know. I honestly do not know.
I would say clothes. You can get like the money plus like whatever. You can wear it too.
Yeah. Clothes is pretty expensive.
Food would be cool. Clothes would be cool. I don't know. It's kind of just. I would
Hey,
take
get both.
Yeah, but I want the Chick-fil-A one and the Nike one.
Coming out with the new Chick-fil-A Nike burger.
We might actually have to make a clothing line
Did you
with
guys,
this in.
did you guys try like that Travis Scott thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just, it was good.
I mean, I don't know.
Nothing
I'm not a
special,
huge
but it's
fan of
pretty
the
good.
McDonald's barbecue, actually.
Yeah, is that barbecue sauce on
It comes like with barbecue sauce
For
to
the
dip the
fries.
fries. We were just talking about that the other night. Did you ever get it?
it? No, I never got it, bro. I don't think I don't want to Mickey D. I don't really eat out like that anymore, especially Mickey D's.
You got food at home?
Yeah, for real. Can't waste it.
What would you say?
For what?
Your sponsorship?
Oh, ooh, probably like, I mean, it's kind of far fetched, but Sagano's. Dude, first of all, do you know how much food they give you for one meal? Imagine getting free food, getting sponsored by them. And then for clothing, honestly, I'd probably go with Supreme because that stuff's just so expensive.
Probably be reselling it and everything.
Oh yeah, man, that was some good stuff right there.
Oh yeah, it's been a pleasure having you on the show, Devin. Would you like to give them one last little rundown about your gas can idea?
Yeah, man. First off, I appreciate you guys for having me. Give us a couple of months or so. Probably have a pre-order or an actual physical product for you guys.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, I know I'm gonna be buying one.
Oh yeah, me too.
I appreciate you guys.
Oh yeah. Well, thank you guys for joining in with us. Remember, like, subscribe, comment what you want us to talk about. Yeah, I mean, thanks for tuning in with the wavelength. Yep. So next time we're probably gonna have our buddy Rohan, aka Scary Scat, on the show.
Oh yeah.
Peace out, guys.